Hello, I'm going to show you how to put information onto a CSV file or onto a TXT file. So sometimes when we code or create programs, we would like to save information on the hard drive so that it is available for the future, so that we can later on access it again. And that is why we would like to save something onto a file. And in this example, I'm just going to show you how to work with CSV or TXT data. So this is unformatted data. All the data would be seen by the computer as string data. So we just really dump information onto a file. So that is what TXT would mean. And then CSV file is then also unformatted string data, but it would have commas between bits of data. Now, the computer would normally see one record as one line, and then so the records are saved line by line, or you save line by line, and then on one line, if you've got information, you can separate it by commas. Like for instance, let's say I've got Wednesday. I want to see Bambi, and the price of the movie is 10. That would be one record. The next record might be Thursday. I want to see Rocky, and the price is going to be 12. That might be the next row. So that would be CSV data, and TXT data might just be the same without the commas. Okay, so now how would we save it? Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to create my file name in a string variable, and here I've done my path. I've just done the path and the file name in two separate strings. It doesn't have to be. Okay, I just put two string variables. I said my path name is paths, and it can be any string variable. So in here, file name, and that is txt, is my txt file. Here I concatenate them. So I've got a string variable keeping my full file name, my path name, and my file name. So I've got to also separate my path name and my file name with two backslashes. You'll see that all the backslashes that I've normally got in a path are doubled up, so I use two of them. If you wanted to use forward slashes, they've all got to be forward slashes, then it's only one of them. But normally I just go for double backslashes. So I create my string variable that contains the path and the file name. And then I create a PrintWriter variable, okay? And now in a try-catch, I create my object of my PrintWriter class. So here I'm using PrintWriter, which is a class that will be used to save data onto a file. And so it's new PrintWriter and the file path that I've already created, and that would open the file with write access. So in other words, I can't read from this file, I can only write to this file. So the PrintWriter is used for output. So in other words, I'm going to write to the file, and I'm not going to read from the file. Now, when I do this line here, where I say variable name equals new PrintWriter brackets file and path, now that is where the computer would open the file for me. Now, if that file had data in already, it would be cleared out. So all data that was previously in that file would be cleared out. So if I already had this file somewhere on my computer, that would now have lost all its data. However, if I never had such a file before, this line here would create that file, okay, and it will be open, ready for access with no data in it. And then here I close my output file again, and then all of that goes into a try-catch. And that is how I open a file or create a file for write access.